Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Anne and on my channel I review foreign international content. Today I'm back due to high demand and a lot of comments in my other video. I want to thank Sherry and Leon for always supporting. I'm actually doing this for you because, oh my God, we've had so much discussion about this show. And then the other show is The Trolley. I will put up a video about that as well. But this show is called The Interest of Love. We're up to 10 episodes. And oh my God, all I can say was finally, like I couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, I am so sick and tired of all that stress and all that tension, that romance tension, the way they would look at each other and oh my God, like seriously, just confess already. Confess that you love her and she needs to confess that she loves him. I was just like, come on already, right? Anyway, for anybody who doesn't know what the show is about, the love interest is the story of Sansu, that's him right there, and the story of Suyeon, and that's her right there. They work in the same bank. She actually trained him. Unfortunately, because she never went to college, it's almost like, although she's a really good worker, everybody else is coming after her and just keep, going up. He's going up as well. And she still stays at her job and still, rocks it and does an excellent job. Clearly, they've always liked each other. They always had a thing for each other, but they just kind of kept that respect going on. And then finally, he couldn't take it and finally asks her to go out for dinner. And when he goes out for dinner, he comes to meet her and she's watching him when she's in the restaurant. She's upstairs so she could see him down there by the street and sees that he hesitates to come in. And she was like, what is that all about? Almost like, do you really not want to date me and you're just pretending? But that wasn't the case. It was a case of miscommunication, I have to say. I think for him, he was like, I'm about to embark on a serious relationship, to the point where I believe he does say at one point, I could see marriage, right? So he was taking it seriously, but she took it for, oh, he's not sure about me. And I was like, seriously? And I have to say, after that, the back and forth between the both of them drove me crazy. And then now they thought, okay, let's move on. It's not meant to be. And then now they introduce the character of the rich girl. Her name is Mi-kyung. And I have to say, first of all, I'm not even sure why she's working at a bank. Her daddy is so rich, she doesn't need to work at that job. Meaning, she's taking somebody else's job. But oh no, she wants to work there. But now I think we know she's always had a thing for Sansu. And so she pursues him. And because these two can't figure it out together, she wears him down. And finally, he accepts to date her. But this whole time, he's really not into her. I mean, she is like chasing him. Even her dad was like, are you chasing him? Because clearly, he doesn't seem to have the same energy like you do, right? Like, it's just like, sombe this, sombe that. By the way, what's the difference between sombe and oppa? I was like, is it oppa? Sombe? I'm just like, it's just driving me crazy. And I'm like, girl, buy a clue. He's not interested. And you know what's worse is that she knows that he likes her. And she is trying everything. I mean, she even, this last episode, she brought her clothes just to ask her, where were you? I'm like, girl, the last time you heard she was at the hospital with her mom, but you clearly know they were together because now you're trying to get information out of her. I'm like, go ask your crazy boyfriend, where have you been? Okay? Do you want them to say, we were hanging out together, we went to my school? Really? Like what? Like, girl, you already know he doesn't like you. I'm not sure why you're subjecting yourself to this punishment of being with him when it's very clear he's not that into you. And then here she's trying to make him like fit into her world by buying him a car. And now daddy came to the office and I know what's about to happen is this guy's about to get a promotion because daddy, this is what I want. And so daddy came over to her bank with the cousin. And I'm like, why are they here? And then they have a meeting and the father is like, wow, this is who you like, but are you doing all the chasing? Even the dad is like, clearly my daughter is more into him than he is into her, right? And he's so uncomfortable with the brand new car, almost like, you're embarrassed with my regular car. She buys him a BMW and he's like, no, I'm not interested. Okay, it's almost like she's trying to change him so that he can fit into their world. Her mother already said, no, 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 I will not compromise. Like, what do you mean him? Not to mention the mother, his mother is her friend, but now all of a sudden it's like, your son is not good enough. Okay, as long as, you know, we're friends and as long as you stay here, that's fine as friends. But your son cannot marry my daughter. Classism to the nth degree. And then her, oh my gosh. So first of all, she has a terrible relationship with her parents because her brother died. And apparently from what we're told is that the brother may have seen the dad having an affair and it pushed him to, to dying that day. I think it was an accident or something, but apparently the brother had gone to follow the dad there, and when they were coming back, he got into an accident or something, is what happened. So she never forgave her dad for, first of all, the affair, and then second of all, that the brother ended up dying after seeing that, and then with the accident because he was following him there. And I have to say, I don't know, but I'm getting the feeling that there's more to that story. Like, did he really have an affair? Because the mother forgave and she's with him. And I think at one point he was gonna tell her, like, wait, you don't know the whole situation. And the mother was like, no, 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 leave it alone. And I'm thinking, maybe it was the brother who was up to something that was not good. And then maybe the father went to see the lady and then she misunderstood it for an affair, but maybe it was not. Who knows? But I get the feeling that there's more there. It's just that they're trying to protect her. But at this point, she is so like acting like they're not my parents. I don't know them. Until this last episode when the mom gets, hurt and she's got the limp, and she finally calls her mom and all the coworkers were like, wait, that was your mother who owns that restaurant that we go out to eat on? So that was strange, right? Like almost like, okay. And I'm glad that they're all understanding, like maybe the reason why she has not mentioned that those are her parents is because she has her own reasons, which she does, but just crazy. And then now she's dating the security guard, Jong Hyun, I think is his name, and he drives me up the wall. Talk about the attitude of woe is me. I mean, he knows how to play a victim until the cows come home. Like, look, okay, so you failed the test a couple times, but you keep going. She's offering you to stay with her and study, right? Because remember, he failed the test and he disappeared. She goes to his hometown and finds him and is like, why would you quit your job just because you failed a test? Come back, don't quit your job. Come back at the bank, study again, you can stay with me. And he's like, well, I don't want you to pity me. His ego is so in the way. Every single time he's moping about you helping me and because, I am a failure and whoa, it's me. I was just like, oh my God. I was gonna say, just let him go. Let him go with his ego and his misery. He can go hug the misery and ego because he was driving me up the wall. Like, I like her attitude. She's like, I know I didn't get a college degree, so that's the reason why for me promotion is gonna be hard. But that does not mean I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna keep applying until finally they will accept me. Good attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like glass half full or glass half empty. This crazy boyfriend is glass half empty kind of a person, and it's so exhaustive. I'm like, I can't stand him anymore. I'm just like, if you complain one more time, you're going, your friend is beating you up, you are in an internet cafe because war is your life. She's giving him money to go pay for the parents' hospital bills and he doesn't want to take it. All about ego. I'm like, she's your girlfriend. If she's helping you because right now you're down, it's not the end of the world. One day you'll be up and maybe you will help her too. Like, is it that serious? Like, why are you so affected? Like, you know her. It's not like a stranger. Just exhaustive. But I have to say, the two of them, between the security guard and the rich girl, they're all pretty much what you would call, they're just collateral damage between this relationship over here. And actually their friend, the guy who works at the bank, who's his friend, who used to date the rich girl, was like, what are you guys doing? Like, you always know you guys like each other. Why would you go date the rich girl and you know you don't like her? Especially that part where he says to him, how come when you found out that I used to date her, it didn't bother you? And he was like, well, it was just the past. And that's when he was like, I know you don't like her. Because if you liked her, you would have been like so offended, like, what? You dated my girl? Like, what? He just didn't seem, bothered. And that's when his friend was like, are you really seriously, do you like her? Are you being honest with her? Because, he can see it's unfair, right? And then even the part where they don't have to wear uniforms. And so when he came in, he thought she was quitting because she had changed into her regular clothes. His friend played with him to say, oh yeah, maybe she's quitting. Maybe that's why she changed her clothes. And he got so upset. And it's like, if you don't have feelings for her, why is it bothering you so much, right? Even the friend was like, why is it bothering you so much? Meaning, like, come on already. You guys like each other. Go ahead and just come out and just date each other, right? Even for the audience, I was exhausted. I'm like, enough with the eye looking like, oh my God, I long for you. The train ride to the funeral and back. And then, are you happy? The question of, are you happy? And she's sitting there with tears in her eyes, like, should I break up with my boyfriend? I was like, enough already, enough. So when this finally happened, I was like, oh, thank God. Now we have to watch to see how they're gonna navigate it. Like, obviously, the other two, the security guard and the rich girl, they're definitely gonna get hurt because they just got caught in between this craziness. I'm not sure how it's gonna be at their jobs now, trying to figure it out. And I hope they can weather it out and keep pushing and now finally stay with each other. Because like she said, all they've been doing is doing this. They thought they were going somewhere, but they were back to, they started here, they've gone around and come right back there. So I hope this sticks. Otherwise, how frustrating. Are you watching? What did you think? Let me know in the comment section as usual, because I love to hear what you guys have to say. Please join me next time. I will do a video on Trolley. That is very interesting, about this politician and his wife. He looks squeaky clean, but I have my doubts. And I will share about that on my next video. But once again, thank you so much for joining me. If you do like my video, give me a like, subscribe. It does help to support my channel. And I'll see you next time. Deuces.